this digital product store gets amazing profits and is a time-tested Etsy niche that brings easy passive income year after year after year. Let's check it out. Hi, hello. Thank you so much for joining me back at Insights by Jess. I am so excited to dig into this Etsy store. It is one of my most favorite niches, and it's the one that I chose for my very first Etsy store that I grew to six figures way back before my Amazon days and all of that good stuff. But it's been a while since I've talked about this niche, so I thought it was about due for a case study. So first, we're going to go over their Etsy sales stats so you can see how much wonderful money this store is making, and then we're going to go over exactly what makes them so successful. So as you can see here, they have just over 232,000 sales, and they have an average product price of about $6. And you can see here that they do have a lot of invitations for $4.80. That is a sale. Their sales do change, but they do also have some sets for $6.65, and they have a lot of bundles that are a bit higher as well, coming in at $18 per bundle. So even if these customers only want to buy an invitation, they're going to be spending about $5, but it's highly likely that they're going to want to order more than just an invitation because they're going to want their other party decor to match as well. However, I gave them an approximate price of $6 just to be conservative. And if we scroll down to their feedback here and look at their very oldest one, we can see that they started getting sales around March 3rd of 2017. And that's really helpful to know. As you can see, they started in clip art, birthday clip art, digital papers, and things like that, but they fairly quickly got into the party decor and realized that party decor is where the money's at. It is a pretty stable and reliable niche. But keeping all of this in mind, with 232 some odd thousand sales, which is a lot, starting back from March 3rd, 2017, at about $6 price point per sale, we're looking at an approximate annual sales of $198,000 a year. And the cool thing about digital products is that it's mostly profit. It's a high profit margin niche. So that's a great chunk of change to be making every year in annual sales. So let's look exactly at what is helping the store to stand out so well. And if we scroll through their storefront here, you can see that they have a pretty great quality of designs. And another thing to notice about their storefront is that they are using the same small variety of mock-ups. So this is the exact same image, they've just changed the color of the plate. These are the same images, and same with these ones here. You can see that only the plates are different colors. They probably used Photoshop or Canva to change the colors of the elements, and then just added the invitations digitally on top of the image. Same here with these more boho or minimalist type mock-ups. They had this main image and then they just added the invitation on top. The reason I'm pointing this out to you is that this simplifies their process of creating new listings much faster. So they don't have to worry about having different images every time they make a new design. They're not trying to create a mock-up that matches this forest or winter wonderland design, and then this tea party design, this pineapple luau design. They're going with a classic standard mock-up that can fit any design, and they're able to use that again and again, and it's still aesthetically appealing without having tons of work. And that really lets them be able to focus on creating new designs and expanding their inventory because their images are pretty much set. Now, another smart thing that the store is doing to build up their inventory is, before we jump into that, I wanted to take a very important second to congratulate all of you guys who have recently opened a new Etsy store and wish you so much amazing luck moving forward with your new store. Let's send the biggest good luck vibes to Clyde, Deidre, Brandy, Sarah, Janine, Andrew, Renata, Roxana, and Magali. And in case I missed any of Etsy's emails and you have recently opened a store, comment down below so that we can cheer you on in the next segment like this. And let's give everybody a huge round of applause and good luck with their new store. Okay, so another smart thing that the store is doing to build up their inventory is that they not only have invitations, but they have different types of party decor. So, for example, if I type in donut here, you're going to see that they have invitations, and these actually target 2 different birthday ages. They're slightly different. And I do talk a lot about this in my Etsy seller success workbook. It comes with a bonus sales strategy guide. So I'm not going to go too into depth about that, but they also have these gift tags with the same theme. They have a blue version here. They have a custom sign, which a lot of people will use for their food table or their, if they have a photo booth or they have game stations. They have a gift box label. They have chip bag labels. They have party food tent cards, banners, and it just goes down the list with different donut related types of party decor. Now, this is really smart because they're really able to create one main design and use that design to create different types of decor items. So, cupcake toppers, water bottle labels, juice box labels, etc. They can create one specific template for each type of product. So, one template for cupcake toppers, one template for thank you tags, and then every time they want to make a new design, they have 15 or 20 different listings based on that one new party design. So, if they wanted to create, for example, this Winter Wonderland design, they can put this Winter Wonderland concept, this base design, they can change it fairly quickly and easily and use it for their gift tags, their cupcake toppers, and everything else. So that is another way that they're able to build their inventory up much more quickly and not have so much work in order to do that. So this type of niche is really great for being able to do a lot of the main work up front, and then you can just focus on expanding your inventory, and it really does become a much more passive income source. And I do have a great digital products beginner's guide if you're looking for potential ideas for starting your own small business or your own Etsy store. But if you're not quite sure what to sell, that freebie will not only give you lots of great info about selling digital designs, but it also has a huge list of like 50 something digital product ideas and a brainstorming worksheet to help you find a profitable idea that you will actually enjoy selling and that's more likely to sell successfully. So that link is down below. Now, another thing that I wanted to point out about this store, if we look at one of their bestseller listings here, is that they are using Cordial to provide these as editable templates to their buyers. And I actually have a whole video that demos Cordial template and Canva with pros and cons of all their features and their interface. So I'll put that card at the top up here for you. But you can also offer editable templates right in Canva as well for free. You do not need the pro version of Canva to do that. And I talk about that in that video as well. And if we jump back to their main store here, and look at some of their specific designs. So for example, this ninja design right here, you can see that Canva does actually have very, very similar little ninjas that you can use to create your own design like these. And this is where I disclaimer, of course, that you should never ever directly copy another seller. You want to make your design stand out and be unique because first of all, that's bad karma to copy another person's hard work. But second of all, nobody's going to buy a design from a brand new seller instead of from an established seller that has great feedback if the design is exactly the same. They're going to buy it from that established seller. So you need to make yours more appealing or better in some way to compete with the rest of the sellers already in that niche. And then as you build up your sales and your feedback, you're going to start climbing the ranks of the search pages and do amazing all on your own with your unique ideas or your twist and your style. So I also have this little elephant open because I noticed that they do have really cute elephant designs as well, which they have changed up a little bit. This one for the girls has flowers, this one for the boys has balloons. So you can find really cute little elements in Canva that you can use to create your own unique ideas. Now, while we have their bestsellers open here, there's another thing that I wanted to point out that they are doing really well. Now, if we scroll through their images, these images are well done. They have these same types of, this is exactly the same photo, but they've put the back side on this one digitally instead of the front side. But what I wanted to point out was that they are advertising their party bundles. So they have an image that breaks down all these different pieces that come in this matching set. And right here on their Etsy listing, they also advertise that bundle. So there's a good number of people who are going to say, hey, that's a great way to make sure my whole party matches and all the decor matches. And they're going to jump right over and buy that $18 product instead of that $5 invitation. So that is really, really smart because they are advertising that in two places. They're trying to catch your eye in the images, and they have it right in their description as well. So you can see it clearly and quickly, and that really does help with sales conversions and upgrading that cart price. And even if somebody doesn't buy the bundle because maybe they don't want to spend the whole $18, there's a good chance that they're going to buy at least one of these other products. They might buy the cupcake toppers or the matching banner, or they might buy the matching sign. And that also helps to boost that cart price, even if it's not for that full bundle. And that's important because Etsy fees are going to take a much bigger chunk out of a $3 or $4 product than out of a $10 or $20 product or $10 or $20 sales. So that's super important to be pitching upgrades and to be catching their eye with those coordinating items. Now, another thing I wanted to point out specifically about their SEO is that they are using a good amount of repetition here, and they have also essentially copy pasted their product title right into the listing description. And that's very important for getting these phrases and keywords really emphasized and into the Etsy algorithm so that your listings can get matched better to potential searches. And I really don't want to go on too long about that because I feel like it gets repetitive when a lot of these stores are using these same smart strategies, but they're also all using these strategies because they're effective and they work. But B, I wanted to remind you guys that if you haven't seen my awesome video from a couple of weeks ago about the huge data analysis I did on the SEO of over 1,000 Etsy bestseller listings, then you should really go give that a watch to see what really makes a difference in these bestsellers and the common things that they're all doing to really maximize their visibility and put the algorithm to work in bringing them more sales. So make sure you go check that video out next.